Let me ask you something. Why is it that in stories, the small, broke, outnumbered underdog keeps winning? Like, realistically, they shouldn't.
Archers, on my command!
No budget, no army, no advantage, and yet they beat the giant. And nowhere is this more obvious than in Asterix, a tiny village
Here!
bullying the Roman Empire like it's a side quest.
Demolish everything in sight! That's all we need to know!
So what do they know that most creators don't? Because if you understand this, you too can design an underdog story that actually works. Here's what we're doing. We're breaking down the exact pattern behind underdog stories, not theory, but a working formula. And once you see it, you'll start noticing it everywhere. I'll be sharing 9 secrets. Let's call it the Underdog Story Formula. Secret 1. First rule, make the underdog actually small. Sounds obvious, but most creators mess this up. They say, he's an underdog, but then they give him special powers, secret training, hidden advantages. At that point, he's not an underdog, just an undercover OP. Now look at Asterix, a tiny village versus the full force of the Roman Empire. That's not fair, that's the point. The bigger the gap, the more satisfying the win. If your villain doesn't feel unbeatable, your story won't feel exciting. Secret 2, simple, clear goal. Underdog stories don't work if the goal is confusing. Asterix, they just want one thing. Don't get conquered. That's it. No complicated mission, no 17 subplots. Clarity beats cleverness every time. If your audience has to think, wait, what are they trying to do again? You've already lost them. Your underdog needs a goal that's simple, visible, easy to root for. If your 10-year-old can't discern that goal from your story setup, simplify it. Secret 3, a unique advantage. Now, here's the twist. Your underdog must have one unfair edge. In Asterix, the magic potion.
The potion of the wackos?
That's it. Not 10 abilities, not a complex system, one thing. Now, this is where some creators overcomplicate. They stack powers and end up diluting impact. Instead, give your underdog one clear advantage and push it to the limit. That's what makes it memorable. Secret 4, personality over power. Why do we root for underdogs? It's not because they are small, it's because they are likable. Asterix, smart, calm, witty. Obelix, strong, emotional, funny.
Well, best things come to an end and all that. Nice chatting with you.
You're not watching for the fight, you're watching for them. A lot of creators focus on plot, action, and spectacle, and forget one thing that actually matters: personality. If your audience doesn't care about the character, they won't care if they win. Power may impress, but personality is what connects. Secret 5, repeatable structure. Here's something sneaky. Asterix stories follow almost the same structure every time. Romans show up, conflict begins, chaos happens, Gauls win, feast ending. Same formula, different flavor, and it never gets boring. Structure isn't a cage, it's kind of like the old druid, a walking cheat code. Secret 6, universal emotion. Here's why underdog stories travel globally. Everyone knows what it feels like to be underestimated, overlooked, outmatched. That feeling, that's the hook. Asterix may be set in ancient Gaul, but the emotion, that's everywhere. People tend to root for the underdog because somehow they see themselves in that struggle.
Evil invaders! We're under attack!
Having the underdog win kind of gives them hope they too can win.
Hello!
So, instead of asking, will people relate to my story? Ask, will they feel it? Emotion is the real language of storytelling. People may not remember what you said, but they'll surely remember how you made them feel. Secret 7, limitations create moments. Here's a big one for creators. Limitations. Underdogs don't win despite limitations. They actually win because of them. Think about it. If Asterix had unlimited potion, there would be no tension, no stakes, no story. Your constraints are actually what creates the drama. But some creators try to remove limitations. They make things easier, cleaner, safer, and accidentally less interesting. Struggle is not a problem, it's the point. Secret 8, satisfying payoff. At the end of every underdog story, there's one job. Make the win feel earned. Not lucky, not random, earned. Asterix doesn't just win, he outsmarts, outplays, outlasts. That's why it feels so good. If your ending feels weak, it's usually because the struggle wasn't strong enough or the solution came too easily. The bigger the struggle, the sweeter the win. The real secret? Let's tie this together. The real reason the small village always wins. It's not luck, it's design. Clear power gap, simple goal, one advantage, strong personality, solid structure, universal emotion, meaningful limitations, earned payoff. That's the formula. So here's the truth. Underdogs don't win because they are lucky. They win because the story is designed for them to win. Every disadvantage is intentional. Every limitation is doing work. Every moment is designed to make you feel that climb. That's why it hits. And that's the part most creators skip. They jump to the ending without solidly building the struggle that earns it. But once you understand this formula, you stop guessing, you start designing. The win is no longer surprising, it's inevitable. And that's what makes an underdog story unforgettable. Now I'm curious, what's your favorite underdog story? Drop it in the comments. And if you're building your own, you might want to save this video. Thanks for watching.
Don't you think this might be an ideal time for a farewell song?